the channel, guys. I'm Hugh, the lean guy. This is the second least watched theme on the channel, gardening. And remember to hit 2x speed in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, not just for my video, but for all videos. Today we're gonna be doing chop and drop, which I've already done behind me, but you're gonna get to watch that. Then you're gonna see me plant some garlic. This garlic, I collected and dried myself, and it started life as just a bulb, a single bulb you can buy from Walmart, and it turned into what is currently rolling on the screen. And then you're gonna see us plant it here. You're supposed to plant garlic in November, October time frame. It's the end of February, but this is my house and my channel. Fuck you, I do what I want. Today we are going to be planting some garlic. It's winter. I should have done this in like November, February. And we're also gonna be doing some chop and drop. This is what we collected. This all came from a single bulb from Walmart. And then this all collected. I've been eating it all fall and winter and gave some away. So I'm gonna snag some of this here and we'll get outside. Oh, hello there. Now there's a 16-inch snowstorm, which rarely happens here in ye old Springfield, Missouri. But I should have done this chop and drop earlier. Chop and drop is the lean way of gardening and creating compost. What we're gonna be doing, this should have all been done back in like October, maybe September, when everything died off after the first frost. But I wanted to film it, so I didn't do it. Here I am doing it now. We're gonna be chopping and dropping everything. Think of nature as this tree right here dies, or the leaves turn in the fall, the leaves fall down, where all around us where we're standing, and they begin composting down and then feeding nutrients back up the roots back to grow this tree. So the chop and drop is a similar method. We're gonna be planting tomatoes and all the same plants in the same garden, so we're gonna be mimicking that. And now I'm gonna be planting this garlic stuff up against the house. As implies the name, chopping and dropping. We're done. Set this down here. Last step is super simple. We're going to take either leaves and cover everything, or we're going to start covering everything with hay. As the snow melts, the hay is going to retain the moisture, and we're just going to keep blanketing this area with hay. In the summer, we're not going to have to worry about weeding. We're just going to keep covering with hay. It's the Ruth Stout method. And it's going to decompose under that mat. Several mats of hay. If you don't want to use mats of hay, you can use Michaels of hay. Probably spent a total of 30 minutes out here doing this. Again, most of that time was spent filming. This is the Ruth Stout method. As you can see, we're just gonna slowly keep covering this up with hay. Yeah, he's a good boy. And it does several things, right? This is gonna get us natural compost. We didn't have to go to the store to buy anything. There's hay laying around. The hay is actually wheat, so we're gonna have random pieces of wheat growing in here. Some people may not like that. I'm interested in food production. I'm gonna get a product that's gonna be 80% as good as anything that someone else is probably gonna go buy all the fertilizer and do all the tilling and spend hours on their knees. Ruth Stout method, it's gonna blanket everything, it's gonna decompose, and it's gonna form an insulation barrier. Remember we planted all that garlic earlier. Here's a great example of that. Check this out. Dane, it's been super freezing cold for the last, what, like 5-6 days. Check out what's under these leaves here. So I just pulled the top layer of leaves off, and the grass is still under there. Not much has gotten through it. And it's just gonna form an insulating barrier. Very similar concept. Let's bring a better spot here. This is what nature is doing. Nature covers stuff up, it buries it, it insulates stuff. Look at this. Under this leaf cover, nothing. Nothing. All right? Freezing. It's cold, but it's certainly not like this, and that's been for days, right? And again, all the moisture and precipitation on the outside, everything on the inside is slowly breaking down. Not sure if you can tell by this down here, just sitting all fall. This is completely clean beforehand. And you see all this dirt and stuff here? It's likely from things breaking down. It's been raining, it heat up, rain, heat up, wind would blow around. It's decomposing, you see it on the bottom there. Same thing, we're harnessing this technology, which has been around a really long time, over fertilizer. You're probably gonna get a pretty decent result. As the snow comes down, it's gonna insulate it. As the hay comes around, it's gonna insulate it. As it's insulated, it's then going to decompose and help break down all the stuff that's beneath it. It's really gonna be a pretty easy way of gardening. Again, spent a total of 20 minutes outside. Most of it was spent filming and planning how to film. You're watching a 3 or 4 minute video, and here we are, already done. We're gonna have to do nothing, and this garlic is already planted and going to come up ready for picking in the summer. With that, guys, if you like this kind of stuff, I encourage you to share it. I hope you found it valuable. I got interested in food production at the beginning of as a way to supplement what happens if food is unavailable at the grocery store. So we got some food production videos coming in the spring and summer, and then food preservation videos with crock pots and Instant Pots. All right, guys, go out there, make your lives easy. Fix what bugs you.